all of the rules that you have can be applied in different ways. So the first one is that there's a concept of namespace, especially if you're an MSSP. This is very useful. There are 3 namespaces: general, which is what you see in the web UI; managed, and what is called replicant. It's really services. It's a historical name. And those allow you to segment the rules that you have. So it's possible to delegate a permission to users to see the general rules, but not the managed rules. So if you're an MSSP, again, that allows you to give visibility to your users, your customers, but then also, manage your own proprietary set of rules kind of in its own enclosure. There's targets that are also useful. So I mentioned a lot so far looking at events. However, events from telemetry from endpoints. However, this system has been expanded to also apply to other things. So you can specify a target. The default one is EDR. You don't have to specify it's a default. But you can create a DNR rule that has a log target. What that means is that those rules now, instead of applying to telemetry from the endpoints, will apply to log records from the external logs system. That allows you to, upload bulk data like syslog, text logs, PCAPs. You can upload straight PCAPs, Windows event logs, prefetch files, Zeek files, Zeek logs, I should say. So we have a bunch of different formats that are supported. And you can create a rule that looks at the records from those as they're converted to JSON for you, and make a call on each record. So you can create the DNR rule that looks at some obscure proxy logs that you're getting over syslog from one of your proxy boxes, and you're applying, in this case, maybe just a regular expression to each record and generate an alert from that. So you can absolutely do that. Very powerful. The last one is a deployment target, which allows you to apply not to telemetry endpoint from the endpoints, but rather to deployment events, which are kind of global organization-wide events, special events that get generated for you so you can automate processes around them. So for example, a cloned sensor event, which tells you, it looks like the same disk image was spun up in 2 different VMs and they have the same identity. And so they might be colliding with each other. Or the overquota deployment event, which tells you, hey, something's trying to go above quota in your organization. You might want to investigate where those sensors are coming from if you didn't expect them, all that stuff.